Hello, Elmira families and caregivers. My name is Jim Green, principal at Elmira Pre-K-8 Academy. Thank you for joining us today as we overview the 2021 school year. This year we are starting remotely, and we want to make sure that you and your children are supported as we enter a virtual learning environment for the first 9 weeks. Today we are going to overview procedures, supports, and various programs we will be using throughout remote learning. Please join me as we begin our remote learning presentation. Hello, Elmira families, and welcome to our virtual back-to-school meeting. Please make sure to mute your microphones because this meeting is being recorded for families who cannot attend, and a copy of the recording will be placed on our website. If you have any questions during the presentation, please place them in the chat. We will have a question and answer session at the end of the presentation. And if you are calling in, please email any questions you may have to susan.picklesheimer@clevelandmetroschools.org, and we'll respond within 48 hours. Our priorities at CMSD and Elmira is to maintain the health, safety, and well-being of our scholars and staff, to exemplify the excellence in learning and teaching, filled with joy and aligned to coherent, unified core curriculum. We also want to make sure that we're always supporting our scholars, staff, and families as they adapt to new methods and rhythms of learning and teaching, and also ensuring that operational efficiency across the organization to encourage flexibility and financial health. And lastly, partnering with community organizations and leveraging local assets to more fully and equitably support our scholars and their families. And to read the entire reopening plan, please visit www.clevelandmetroschools.org/reopening-CMSD. One thing I want to make sure is to let you know that we are all in this together. We are committed to maintaining the health, safety, and well-being of our students, families, and educators. We will support our scholars, families, and educators as we adapt to the new methods and cycles of learning and teaching. We will also make sure to provide regular communication about your scholars' progress. We will make sure to partner with community organizations to support our scholars and families. And lastly, we are all learning to navigate this new normal, and we will continue to partner with you throughout the year. As we begin the school year, each and every year at Elmira, we have a theme. This year's theme is, We Are Family, We Are Crew. What is a crew? It's a structure, a spirit, a way of being. To be a crew means to pitch in to help each other, to step up and take responsibility for everyone's well-being, and is a group of individuals who meet together to support and push each other in school and life. From day one in the 2021 school year, we are a family, we are crew. This is our Elmira Pre-K-8 Academy website. On this website, you will find important information and updates. If you click on the I Am section, you will see in the drop-down menu a student, a parent, and employee. In this section, you will find information that your child could use for online instruction, as well as forms that are important to look at as well. Next, if you click on Virtual Learning, you will see a drop-down menu appear with Overview, Login Information, and Resources. If you click on Overview, this will highlight what virtual learning looks like and what remote learning consists of. If you click on Login Information, you will see information regarding Clevver, Schoology, and Seesaw accounts. And if you scroll to the bottom, you will see a Click Here button. If you click here, you will find instructional videos on welcoming parents to Schoology, parent communication in Schoology, in Seesaw, and how to log in as a student in Clevver. If at any time you have any questions regarding anything on our website, please feel free to call our main office at 216-838-6150. Next, I would like to overview our important contacts. Our main office phone number is 6150. And our wonderful secretaries' names are Della Garrison and Susan Picklesheimer. Anytime you call up to the school, either Della or Susan will be answering our phone. Next is contact information for email. My email address is james.green@clevelandmetroschools.org. And if at any time you have any questions, concerns about anything, please feel free to email. Next, we have our Assistant Principal, Roberto Davila, our Curriculum Instructional Specialist, Janae Moss, our Dean of Engagement, Conrad Stewart, our Say Yes Family Support Specialist, Tracy Simkins, and our Wraparound Site Coordinator, Yinning Lin. Later on in this presentation, you'll have an opportunity to see or to connect the names with the faces during our staff introductions. Other important numbers are listed here regarding a COVID-19 hotline, a rapid response hotline for social and emotional supports, IT computer support, multicultural, multilingual support, school choice and enrollment hotline, family and community engagement, our special education office, Project Act foster and homeless support, and all other district-related supports. And lastly, our community resources, United Way, 24-hour suicide hotline, domestic violence hotline, and our Ohio mental health crisis hotline. Our school office hours and visitation procedures are as follows. You can stop by or call up to the school anytime between 8 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. However, before you visit, please call to make an appointment. All visitors will have to complete the COVID-19 health screening and have their temperature checked prior to entering the building. Visitors should social distance 6 feet at all times. And all visitors must wear a face mask. If you don't have a mask, we will provide you with one. Technology distribution. Currently, we have a delay in our schedule for device pickup that originally was going to take place this week. All scholars will receive a device as soon as they are delivered to our school. Device pickup is for scholars that did not receive a device in March. If you have any questions, please call our main office at 216-838-6150. School supplies and other resources. CMSD has purchased remote learning kits which will include school supplies and earbuds for your scholar to use for the first 9 weeks of remote learning. You will be contacted when these items are available to pick up from our school. Schoology, which is our remote learning platform. It's an integrated learning management system solution which provides course management, mobile learning, and support for communication. It also enables our scholars, parents, and teachers to engage with learning materials and their school community from the classroom and beyond. With Schoology, scholars can digitally submit homework assignments, review grades, participate in interactive discussions, receive announcements and feedback, take tests, write academic blogs, and more. And as a parent, you'll be able to view your child's activity and progress within the platform and communicate with teachers. How do I access Schoology? Good question. Parents and students, you can access Schoology through the Clevver Learning Portal.
I connect with my school through Clevver. Log in as a student. Log in with Clevver. Type your username and password. Press the login button. And you're in. You see the teachers' pages. Look for the apps Schoology. click on the heart, or seesaw, click on the heart, click on the heart, ST Math, click on the heart, and last one, Microsoft Teams, click on the heart. Now you go to the top and you're going to find all those apps in favorite resources.
Next, regarding Schoology and how do you access, students can actually use their digital badge or a username and password to log in to the Clevver Learning Portal. If your child does not know their username and password, please call our main office for support. Parents that do not have a Clevver username and password will receive an email invitation sent to the email that you have on file at your child's school. Your invitation email will include a brief tutorial and link to create a Clevver account. If you do not have an email on file with our school, please call Elmira's main office. If you did not receive an email or received an invitation but need help logging into Clevver, email cmsd.integration@clevelandmetroschools.org for assistance. Training and support resources will be available on CMSD's public website regarding how to access and use Schoology and other learning applications. And as always, feel free to call our main office at 216-838-6150 so we can support you. Our standard remote learning day. What will it look like? Well, regarding K-12 student instructional days, the start time is 8:30 and the close of the school day is 3 p.m. Students are going to have a formal class schedule which will be available on our Elmira website. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will be synchronous learning classes for up to 180 minutes per day. Synchronous is face-to-face, live, in-person, live, remote instruction. Asynchronous learning, such as homework, will be given for 160 to 180 minutes per day. Wednesday, that is a day for family engagement, asynchronous learning, tutoring, office hours, and small group instruction. And preschool will have up to 90 minutes of synchronous learning and 80 minutes of asynchronous learning. Supporting your scholars' remote learning. Definitely help them to get back into the routine of school, such as making their bed, grooming, dressing for school, etc. School uniforms are not required for the first 9 weeks, but scholars should wear school-appropriate clothing during remote learning. Also, create a schedule with your child and make a commitment to stick with it. Structure and routine can greatly help your child from falling behind with assignments. Discuss your family's schedule and identify the best times for learning and instruction, as well as family-oriented physical activity, such as walks outside. And lastly, a family calendar or other visuals that could be helpful for keeping track of deadlines and assignments. In regards to supporting your scholars' remote learning at home, you can also find a space in your home that's free of distractions, noise, and clutter for learning and doing homework. This could be a quiet, well-lit place in your dining room or living room, or even a corner of your home that could fit in at a small table if available. How can you support your scholar's social emotional wellness? You should definitely watch for behavior changes in your child. For excessive crying or irritation, excessive worry or sadness, unhealthy eating or sleeping habits, difficulty concentrating, which may be signs of your child struggling with stress and anxiety. Ask how your child is feeling and communicate that what they may be feeling is normal. You can also identify opportunities for your child to be physically active during virtual and at-home learning. And you can reach out to school staff at any time for support. Our family care plans. Over the past week, educators from our school called Elmira families to assist in a variety of ways: selecting your meal service option, technology support, locations for remote learning for scholars who need a safe space during the school day, and determining other areas where you may need support to make sure that you and your scholar are ready for remote learning. Next, we have meal distribution. Families have 2 meal service options to select from during the remote learning period. Meal pickup begins Tuesday, September 8th from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Scholars will receive a letter in the mail with a barcode, and they must bring it to the meal site to pick up the meals. If you do not receive a letter in the mail, we can print it for you. And families must select one option to follow during the 9-week remote learning period. And lastly, options are available for all students pre-K-12, so the family will only have one pickup site for meal service. Option 1, pickup 4 days during the week. You can have grab-and-go meals. Service available at all K-8 sites will distribute lunch and breakfast Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And on Tuesday, scholars will be given food for Tuesday and Wednesday. And we have option 2, once a week pick-up grab-and-go meals. Available at 17 high school sites for once-a-week service of meals. All scholars and families can go to the closest school building to their homes. Selection option determined through family care plan the school staff are to establish with every scholar and family. Our supports and resources at our school are Say Yes Family Support Specialist, who is Tracy Simkins, and her contact information, email address is tsimkins-smith@sayyescleveland.org, and our wraparound site coordinator, Inning Lynn. Her email address is inning.lynn@clevelandmetroschools.org. And we have Applewood Centers, Jesse Jones. His email is jjones@applewoodcenters.org. Regarding questions and answers, please place your questions or comments in the chat. And again, if you are participating by phone, please email your questions or comments to susan.picklesheimer@clevelandmetroschools.org. Lastly, I would like to thank you for choosing Elmira. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and we cannot wait to see you virtually and eventually in person. And as always, our last slide of all of our presentations. We always say a motto at Elmira on all of our newsletters and a lot of information that goes out of our school. Because at Elmira, it's every day, every child, creating success beyond high school. Next, I would like to begin our Elmira staff introductions. All right, hello Elmira families. Again, thank you for everybody that is joining us for the grade levels 5 to 8 presentation this afternoon. We've definitely been going through a lot of ups and downs since March, and it's been very difficult at times. However, I want to let you know, since that time, all the way leading up till today, we have been planning as a school how we are going to best support our Elmira families and our school community. So before we get any further with questions and answers, I would like to introduce some of our staff members. The first staff members I would like to introduce are from our main office, our wonderful secretaries, Della Garrison and Susan Picklesheimer.
Hello, hey everyone. Good to see you guys. We're hanging out together on my laptop because Susan's don't get voicemail or voice. Just want to say hi. Give us a call if you guys got questions. Batman and Robin are always here to help. Always here to help. If you need anything, just call us. We'll answer your questions if we can, or get someone that can answer them.
Thank you, Della. Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
Next, I would like to introduce our assistant principal, Roberto Davila.
I want to say hello to everyone, and I'll be brief. I just want to welcome everyone and parents, just to let you know that we've been working hard behind the scene. The teachers have been preparing, giving special training so that we can help your child during this process. So hang in there, and we're going to get through this together. Thank you, and we're looking forward to having a wonderful and successful school year.
Thank you, Mr. Davila. Next, I would like to introduce our curriculum instructional specialist, Janae Moss.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Moss. I am usually working a lot with the lower grades, but this year I get to work more with the middle grades, and I am so excited. My role is to support teachers, but definitely to support you. So if you have any questions or concerns or comments, then you can let me know. And just like everyone else is saying, if I don't know the answer, I will find someone who does. Good luck, and I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, Ms. Moss. Next, we have our Dean of Engagement, Conrad Stewart.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Conrad Stewart. I am the Dean of Engagement. My role will be a little bit different this year as I will be focused on social emotional learning. The SEL team and myself has put together a nice curriculum that we look to roll out next week. So I look forward to working with many of you as the school year begins. Again, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Next, we have our Family Support Specialist, Tracy Simkins.
Hello, my name is Tracy. I'm here to help you guys with resources and referrals. We're still giving out school supplies, personal hygiene items, and anything you need. If I can't help you, I would direct you to who can.
Thank you, Ms. Simkins. Next, we have our Wraparound Site Coordinator, Inning Lin.
Hi, it's so great to see you all over Zoom. Sad it's not in person. I am your Wraparound Site Coordinator again this year. I'm here to help you with resources, with programming in pre-recorded programming in school, and for anything you might need. And like everybody else said, if I don't know the answer, I will find it for you. All right, let's have a great school year.
Thank you, Ms. Lin. Next, we are going to introduce our fabulous teachers, and Mr. Stewart, our Dean of Engagement, is going to introduce grade levels 5 to 8.
I would like to start off with our 3 through 5 intervention specialist, Mrs. Francis, or Miss Francis, excuse me.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Francis. Nice to see everybody. I'm going to be doing 4th to 6th grade this year, so I look forward to meeting everyone.
Thank you. Next up is Mrs. Sprock.
Come back to her.
Miss Sprock?
We can come back to her.
Okay. Next up is Miss D'Alessio.
I am Ms. D'Alessio. I will be teaching 6th and 8th grade ELA this year. It's good to be back.
Thank you. Miss Perez is next.
Hi, everyone. This is Miss Perez. I'll be teaching all of the 7th grade and one of the 8th grade classes for ELA. I'm sitting here with Miss D'Alessio. If you can see my hand, we're collaborating already together.
Thank you. And next up is Mrs. Orr.
Sorry about that, had to unmute. My name is Mrs. Orr. I will be 6, 7, and 8 science this year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up is Miss Wright.
Hello, my name is Fatima Wright, and I just want to say hello to Elmira families. I will be working with 6th and 8th grade mathematics this school year.
Thank you. And next up is Mrs. Bliss.
Okay, am I on the screen? I'm ready to go? Okay. Well, I'm very excited. I'll be teaching 7th grade and 8th grade math. And hello to everyone. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been way too long. I'm ready to get going, and I hope you are too. Can't wait to see you on Tuesday, and maybe some of you tomorrow for our teacher drop-in.
Next up is our 6th through 8th grade intervention specialist, Mrs. Mills.
Good afternoon, Elmira Gators, and welcome to the 2021 school year. I am excited to see you all and look forward to seeing you all on tomorrow's middle school parent meeting. We will host a meeting again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So please go to Elmira's homepage and meet with us again tomorrow. You'll have a little bit more detailed information surrounding your child in middle school. Thank you and have a safe evening.
Thank you. Next up is our ESL K through 8, Mrs. Stratton.
Hi everyone, I'm excited to be back this year and working with your students. I will be focusing on 5th through 8th grade, or 4th through 8th grade this year. And we have a new little one at home, baby Jason, if you didn't know. Some of the students knew, but we are excited to work this year and build really on the successes that we had last year. If you have any questions, you can reach out to myself or Miss Rodriguez.
Thank you. Next up is our art teacher, Mrs. Sneesko.
Hello. So my name is actually changing because I have gotten married this summer, and my new last name is going to be Mrs. Tatarin, and we'll have a chance to learn that. But I'm so excited to get back and create some art with all of you guys. Also join us tomorrow at 3 o'clock for our encore meeting as well.
Thank you much. Next up is Mr. Burkhart.
Hello. I hope everyone doing well. My name is Mr. Burkhart, and I'm the phys ed teacher. And yes, we will be doing a lot of different things according to the Schoology called. It'll be on WellNet, and we'll be doing that on it. And I look forward to working with you. And I will see you at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right, next up is our music teacher, Mrs. D'Onofrio.
Hi there, I'm Mrs. D'Onofrio, and I will be teaching remotely from my music studio, which is in my house. And we're going to be doing a lot of singing and having a lot of fun. So I look forward to it and hopefully see some of you tomorrow at 3.
Thank you. Next up is Mrs. Coates.
Hello, Gators. This is Mrs. Coates. I'm excited again to be your media specialist this year. We have some great things planned. I cannot wait to begin. And we've been working all summer. All the teachers and staff, we're getting ready for you. So we expect great things this year. Also, if you're on the line and you're part of the announcement crew, please leave your information, or no, please call the school so that I'll know you're interested in doing announcements again so that we can get information out to the school. Thank you, Gators.
Thank you, Ms. Coates. Next up is reading intervention specialist, Ms. Shy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ms. Shy. I am the reading intervention teacher. I work with K-8 students, and I'm very excited and looking forward to the new school year. Welcome back, students.
Thank you, Ms. Shy. Next up is Mrs. Dorsey.
Hi, my name is Karen Dorsey. I am going to be your point of contact for the technology, in particular with the Verizon One grant. So if you need help, let me know. You can always reach me at karen.dorsey@clevelandmetroschools.org. I am excited. This is the first year I am full-time over at Elmira.
Thank you. Next up is Mr. Thompson.
Am I on the screen? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Mr. Thompson. I'll be teaching. I'm an intervention specialist. I'll be teaching 7th and 8th this year, and I'm looking forward to this school year.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Mr. Thompson. Next up is Ms. Rivera. Ms. Rivera? All right, we will move on from Ms. Rivera and we'll go to Ms. Berger.
Hello, sorry, can you hear me? Hi, I'm Mrs. Berger. I'll be working with the 7th and 6th grade students. I'm the intervention specialist. I'm excited to be back. Good to see you all.
Thank you. All right, next up is Mr. Pardon.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mr. Pardon. I'm the Planning Center Coordinator. I'm also part of the SEL team. I'm excited to start working again with you kids.
Thank you, sir. Next up is Ms. Gould.
I don't see myself on the screen. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, Elmira family. I am Miss Gould. I'm instructional assistant, and I work in the classroom alongside Miss Mills in the ED classroom.
Thank you much. Next up is Mrs. Lewis, Molly Lewis.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Molly. I'll be working in 6th grade this year. I'm also the school cheer advisor. I'll be working with Mr. Stewart and the SEL team also, and I can't wait to see you all.
Thank you much. And lastly, Mrs. Rodriguez.
Miss Rodriguez.
Miss Michelle Rodriguez.
Okay, who's Mr. Rodriguez?
I do not know who.
Okay, yeah, Miss Rodriguez, she is our ELL bilingual support for grades K to 4. Miss Stratton, are you on? Miss Stratton?
I'm here. I introduced myself. Sorry, I got a
Okay.
crying little.
Okay. All right.
And lastly, Miss Hagadakis.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'll be working with 5th and 6th grade math and English language arts as an intervention specialist. Can't wait to see everyone.
Thank you, Miss Hagadakis. And Mr. Beal, can you unmute your mic?
Sure, Mr. Green. How you doing, family, staff members? My name is Eric Bill. I'm a 101 aide. I assist the student 101, but also help the entire staff in the entire building. I cannot wait to see you guys again. It's been way too long, and I'm just can't wait to get back and get started and help you guys in the 2021 school year. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Mr. Stewart, for introducing our wonderful staff. Thank you, staff, for the introductions. Now, I just want to kind of give everybody a heads up. We're going to transition into some questions. Miss Moss, actually, sorry about that. One more introduction is Mr. Kuchna. Are you online right now with us?
Oh, also, I forgot 5th grade.
Hey, okay. We can go.
I
Yep,
do
sorry,
apologize.
it's fine. Yeah, we're trying to do our best with the virtual meetings, everybody. Okay. You want to continue, Mr. Stewart?
And Charles is going to school. They're going to school.
So I forgot 5th grade, and I do apologize.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Mr. Stewart.
Again, I do apologize for forgetting 5th grade, but this gentleman here needs no introduction, Mr. John C. Whalen.
Hello, everybody. I was going to tease Mr. Stewart about forgetting us, but now I can't tease him. I know I speak for all the staff when I say we miss the kids so much. I miss seeing them at breakfast, the entire school. But I'll be teaching 5th grade math and science. and we're going to make the best of this, and we're going to make it a great thing virtually. And but I can't wait to see everybody.
Thank you. And we saved the best for last, Ms. Hanel.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Ms. Hanel. I am the 5th grade ELA and social studies teacher, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all and working with you this year.
Thank you. I would like to also introduce Mr. Kuchna, our building sub.
Hello, everybody. I'm looking forward to getting to know you and working with you.
Thank you, Mr. Kuchna. Mr. Green, I believe that's everyone. If we have forgotten someone, could you please tap in now so that we can make sure that we see you and we give you your props. Otherwise, Mr. Green, it's on you. You're muted, Mr. Green.
Sorry about that. Apologies for some of the for the back and forth here, because we did have some staff on last meeting as well. And if Miss Martin, if you could unmute your mic and kind of introduce yourself to our upper grades.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Martin, and I'll be working with 5th grade as well as 3rd grade. I spoke to everyone last time. We missed you all, and we pray that you all have a great school year. Look forward to working with everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Martin. And again, thank you, Mr. Stewart, for introducing our wonderful staff. Again, as always, what happens with virtual meetings, sometimes they can be smooth as ice. Other times, you know, it could be choppy at times, but at the end of the day, please understand that we want to make sure that we are putting together the best presentation we can to support, most importantly, our scholars and our Elmira families. Okay, Ms. Moss, you said there was a few questions?
There are a few questions, and these might be questions that came from the first meeting.
Okay.
Do the students have to be logged in during the times from 8:30 to 3, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday?
Yes, definitely. That was a great question. And reason being is because there's going to be a schedule that every child in our school is going to get. And it does start at 8:30 in the morning and it does end at 3. However, there's asynchronous learning and synchronous. Those two words, basically what synchronous means is live, online, face-to-face instruction, where you would be logged in and it would be kind of like a video chat or a small class. Asynchronous learning means offline. That could be something that where children are doing homework in a specific app they might log into, but they will not be in a live class at that time. So that's asynchronous. So you're going to have throughout the day, they will be working with the whole class, and part of the time they will be working individually. And we did make sure to built-in breaks throughout the day to make sure that your child has time to get movement. They are going to have all their classes, PE, art, music, and reading intervention, and making sure that, and media, and we're making sure that, again, there's a variety of activities going on. We also do have our CARE program this year going on as well. Okay.
There was a question about, on the same lines, about lunch breaks and bathroom breaks specifically.
Yeah. Again, another great question. And as a staff, we definitely did discuss that. And we want to make sure that not only is there time built in to break to go to the restroom, they might have to switch from one class to another, but also too for lunchtime as well. So there's time built in throughout the entire day. Well, they will have time to it's called a brain break, okay? So we did consider that. And there's also actually SEL time built into every child's schedule right after lunch. There will be a brief 20-minute class meeting where they will do various activities surrounding social emotional learning.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Question, how do parents log into Clevver?
That is a big, big question that was actually at our last meeting. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually go to our school's website and I'm going to show you briefly. So on our school's website, as it was in the tutorial video, and please keep in mind this is recorded, so you'll be able to go back, rewind it, check it out again if you'd like. If you go to Elmira's website, a couple different ways to find it. The easiest way, I think, is just type in Elmira CMSD into Google, and then you'll find our school's website. On our school's website, there's a couple different sections. There's an I am section. If you click on the I am section, you'll see it where it says student, parent, and employee. Under the student section, you're going to find information surrounding all the online resources, okay? And biggest one right here is called for the Clevver login webpage, okay? So this actually, there's a link for the Clevver login page right here, okay? And it's going to log you right into your Clevver login page after you put your username and password in. Next, there's a section on our Elmira website. It's called Virtual Learning. If you click on Virtual Learning, a drop-down menu appears with Overview, Login Information, and Resources. The overview basically discusses what remote and virtual learning is and what it will look like at Elmira, and login information. Parents, everybody that is on this call right now, this is a very important link right here. Virtual Learning, Login Information. It answers a lot of the questions that you might have surrounding what is Clevver, what is Schoology, and what is Seesaw. Those are three big names you're going to be hearing this year. So again, in regards to Clevver, you can access various pieces of information that tells you how to log in. And also too, it talks about how your child can access it. Everybody on this call that has a child at Elmira, your child is going to have a username and password to Clevver. If by chance you do not know that, please call up to the school. Now our secretaries, they are gone for the day. So if you were to call up after this call, you can leave a message and what you're requesting, and we will make sure to call you back tomorrow. Also, I do know that teachers have been reaching out to families as well, and they do have the access, the logins and access passwords. So we have multiple ways to get it. Now keep in mind there was email addresses. You could email me, any one of us. We're going to be here to help you the best that we can, okay? So again, this is how you would log into Clevver, all right, and learn more about Clevver. So again, remember, I am a student, and right here, once you get your password, or if you also saw in the instructional video, you can go to clevver.com and log in as a student. Okay, now as a parent, if you do not have a login password to Clevver, because all parents, you'll be able to have access to that. Again, virtual learning, login information. There's a section right here. It says how do parents access Clevver. And if you already have an email address, you can sign up for it. However, if you did not receive an invite, cmsd.integration@clevelandmetroschools.org is a website or an email address that you can email, and just make sure that you include your full name, your students' names that are on file with our school, and they'll make sure to email you login access to Clevver, okay? So again, we're available at the school if you still have questions about this, but keep in mind, once you do log into Clevver, you will have access to various apps that the district has. And remember, we've been talking about Schoology, which is going to be a main communication app. The last section on our website that I wanted to show you was, if you're wondering what, because sometimes, the articles, it can get overwhelming reading about a lot of information. You could actually go to our website. We have two areas. We have a YouTube channel that has many resources for you and your child. Or you can just click right here where it says, do you want to learn more about Clevver, Schoology, and Seesaw? If you click here, it will direct you right to our Elmira's YouTube page, and there's various videos about welcoming parents to Schoology, what it is, how we communicate, how a student can log in. So we really try to make this website user-friendly and make sure that it's a wealth of information for a lot of the questions that you still may have.
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
How do parents and students get their schedules?
Great question. Okay, so in regards to how you would get your schedule, if you call up to the main office, we would be able to provide you with that. Right now, you would probably be used to in the past, well, we all are, right? When we go to our back to school nights, we usually post our schedules. We have like a wall with all the homeroom assignments. However, this year, everything has happened remotely. So definitely please call up to the school, okay, if you would like to get it and you haven't gotten it. Also, I do know that teachers are reaching out to families as well, all right? So you have multiple ways to get it. Now, the next thing is tomorrow, there are actually a few meetings taking place for all grade levels. I'm gonna put that information on the website that I just shared with you. So I'll go back to that. So remember, if you go to our Elmira's website, one second. If you go to our Elmira website, you'll be able to see a pop-up alert when you go to our main screen, just like you got the information for today's meeting. After this meeting, in probably about a half hour, up here will be posted multiple classroom meetings tomorrow. Tomorrow, grades 6 to 8 is having one meeting all together. So you'll be able to log in, and there's gonna be an overview of what it's gonna look like in grades 6, 7, and 8. You'll have an opportunity to hear from various teachers and have a chance to ask some questions as well, okay?
We have a couple questions.
Yes.
One parent is asking, do you think the students in 7th grade will need a parent to supervise them during the class because they work first shift? And if they do, she needs to know so she can plan to take off from work until he's okay with online learning.
Okay, I think it would be, it's a matter of knowing your child, and if they do have difficulty focusing at times, number one. But number two, it's a matter of establishing routines. And basically a routine, like waking up, logging on, making sure that they're going to the correct site. So again, I think it's just a matter of, having a conversation with your child. If you have a concern about that as well, definitely call up to the school. And we can talk with you, kind of maybe formulate a plan on what could work best, okay?
Mr. Smith, I hope that answered your question. If it didn't, please put something else in the chat so that we can elaborate on that.
And you know what, I also add too, because I'm glad, Mr. Smith, you brought it up as well. I think the key thing to think about is, once we establish our lines of communication next week, once we can log into Clevver and kind of fall into a routine, I think that we can fall into that mindset of what we might want to make sure that we're doing according to whatever schedule is put in front of us. Again, right now as we talk, sometimes things can be easier said than done, and we know that. So please keep in mind that teachers will be going over routines and transitions with students as well. We have been tirelessly planning over the past 4 weeks as a complete staff, and I know staff outside of these past 4 weeks have been planning throughout the summer and even through March, okay? So again, we want to make sure that we're able to support you however it is that we possibly can. We've been working, like I said, very, very hard on making, whether it's our the communication user-friendly, making sure that we're providing whatever supports that we can have. You're also going to see a parent newsletter. Miss Lynn will be sending that out with Miss Simkins, and that will be a weekly newsletter. In the past, it might have been a monthly one. So again, we've definitely been changing our routines as a whole school community. So we will definitely figure out a way that can best suit your child depending on whatever shift that you work on. So definitely call up to the school if you have any more questions on that.
Question about when is the pickup for devices for 8th graders?
Great question. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a brief rundown. Basically what happened was there was a delay in getting some devices. Unfortunately, the devices that we are supposed to get for grades 5 to 8, the iPads from Verizon grant, those got delayed. So any of us that have been out to a Best Buy lately or any of our stores, whether it's been Target, a Walmart, a Sam's Club, a lot of the electronics have been out. So again, and the reason for this is, again, supply and demand. A lot of stuff is backed up for shipping as well. But please keep in mind, we are working hard to get additional devices. I've been making calls, and I think I just got an alert from our secretaries, which I haven't been outside of my office since these presentations started, but I believe we did get, so pre-K to K was receiving iPads. Those did come in. Now, again, I believe we did get some Chromebooks in, but I can't wholeheartedly speak on that right now, but I just want to make sure that you are assured that as soon as they do come in, we are going to be sending out communication to let you know when you can come up. Originally, it was tomorrow and Friday. Now, again, without me going into the main office, I do know some devices were delivered. I have to go look at those. And after we get off this meeting, I'm going to go see what we have. And based off of that, we are going to communicate with all of our families. I think it's only fair that as soon as we find out information, that we share it with you. In the past, we'll send out IVR calls regarding different events. This is imperative. We will send out emails to you. We will send out the newsletters to you, and also the IVR messaging to you as well, okay? So again, we want to have all that communication line open. So as soon as we hear back, and again, hopefully we did get some in, and we'll be able to kind of get those to you.
I'm reading this last one. My daughter has the computer. Are there apps to Clevver to download and the other sites or just the website?
Yes, the best thing that about Clevver, it's a one-click access, okay? So again, I'll share my screen again with you. And how you access Clevver, all you have to do is either type in clevver.com, or you can go to I am a student and click on the Clevver login page for students. Once you're logged in, there are several one-click apps, and they vary. Your child's textbooks, actually they're online. You'll have access to that. You don't have to go to this website, that website, jump through hoops just to try to get your child access. This is a one-stop click login for all the different applications that we have as a district. So again, once you click on the heart, so if you watch here, I click on that, it goes away. If you click on it, it favorites it and brings it to the top. Now there's one thing I want to make sure that everybody has a clear understanding of. By no means is your child going to be using these 25 plus apps on this page, not every one of them, okay? There's going to be specific ones that you're going to use within the classroom. And that's definitely where the teachers will be going over that with you as well. As a parent, when you log in, Schoology is going to be a main source of communication for you, okay? How do you get access into Schoology? You have to make sure you get your Clevver login first. How do you get your Clevver login? Remember what we had back on our website. If you go to virtual learning, login information, and every question that you would have in regards to logging in, whether you're a student or a parent, is right here, okay? I'm trying to make this simple for you because I also did link our school district website in here, but I tried to put it in a format where you can just simply look at one page and you can see all the login procedures in order to get the information. Now, the one thing I want to make sure to tell you is that it can be frustrating, especially when we're not used to operating this way. However, as a district, we want to make sure that we're supporting everybody as much as possible. If at any time you're having difficulty navigating through any of the sites, and any of these videos that you can click on at our YouTube site are not helpful enough, definitely call up to our school. That's what we're here for. We're here to support you.
Mr. Green, I am the timekeeper, so yes. We have a couple minutes left and wanted to make it clear to staff, parents, not staff, that if you have questions that have not been answered, by all means, call up to the school. The number is 216-838-6150. And we will do our best to get those answers for you, as well as a question about picking up materials. As materials become more available, the school supplies are not available at this present time, but when they are available, as well as the devices, you will get a call and or maybe a
IVR message.
IVR message letting you know the times you can come up and when to come up. Does the computer, iPad come with earphones or headphones?
Yes, I can comment on that. Again, all fantastic questions. And the what I heard is that the supplies that our district, that Eric Gordon got for every school, every school and child, grades K to 12, they are to include earphones. Again, I have not seen the actual supply packages yet, but the one thing that Eric Gordon, our CEO and superintendent, he was making sure that every family in our entire district is going to be connected, and also will have school supplies as well. Again, unfortunately, we cannot control shipping. And what the interesting part about this is that some of the materials and stuff was ordered back in April, end of March, April, leading into May. And so again, that's just unfortunately the reality that we're facing. But as soon as we get the stuff in, we are going to call right away. Okay.
That is our time, Mr. Green, and I don't see any other questions.
Okay. But yeah, and again, I know I said it several times on the video and in live. Just to let you know, if you have any questions that we did not answer, like Ms. Moss just stated, please call up to our school. And if nobody does answer the phone, we are here. We're trying to we're getting through a lot of calls each day. So if we don't answer it, just leave your name and a contact number and whatever issue it is that you might be having, or whatever support that we could provide for you, okay? We truly do want to make this the best possible experience for you and your child. And again, we have, I think we're off to a fantastic start as a staff. Again, behind the scenes, we are working so hard. But besides all of our hard work and everything, I just really want to make sure that you know, as a family and all the students out there, we care about you. This is what we do, why we do it, is to make sure that you have what you need in order to succeed in life, okay? So we really care a lot about you. We really, really miss you. And we can't wait to be back in person. Let me tell you, we cannot wait. So again, if you have any questions, please call our main office at 216-838-6150. Thank you, everybody, and have a fantastic evening. These recordings will be available on the website. Oh, lastly, sorry about this. There's also, when I get off this call, I'm going to put up those, the class meeting information, okay? So again, I'm going to post that. So all you'll have to do, it's just a one click, and you should be able to go right into that meeting, and you'll be able to ask more questions tomorrow. And I think most importantly, you can see all the hard work that the teachers have put in, and they're going to talk about what it's going to look like for your child come Tuesday morning, September 8th, okay? Have a good night, or better yet, have a great Gator Day. See you later, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Gators.
Thank you.
Bye.